On This Week in Campbell football, we break down the performance by third-string quarterback Dylan Ernie and his go-ahead touchdown drive in the fourth quarter against Hampton. Also, what's gotten into Jaylen Kelsey the last 3 weeks? A big touchdown on Saturday and nearly 100 yards for the standout wide receiver. And what's the motivation for this football team heading up to Pittsburgh, closing out the season? They desperately need a win, and we explain how the Camels can do it on This Week in Campbell football. Back in the Campbell TV Now studio, this show is brought to you by Wilkinson, Chevrolet, Cadillac, Buick, and GMC. So, Mike, this week you lean on third-string quarterback Dylan Ernie, 196 yards passing. And in the fourth quarter, your team was down a touchdown. He marches the squad down the field for a go-ahead drive at that point in the fourth quarter. What were your impressions on Ernie's ability to slide into that role and give your team a quality start?
Well, Dylan is a guy that we knew could play, right? I mean, he's the first 12th man award winner who is a walk-on that wins a scholarship. And he won it this year because of what you guys saw on the football field. So, he led our team. He led our team down the field and scored 2 drives early on in the first half. And when we had to count on him to make plays in order for us to regain the lead, he did. Great throw to Jaylen to put us up 1 point. And, I thought he did a great job of operating the offense.
You've had 3 quarterbacks operate this offense. Early in the game, however, it was the Wildcat that was the most effective part of your offense, running with Chris McKay and Freeman and other running backs in the backfield. We figured this would be a change in your philosophy, not wanting your quarterback to run this week. How effective was the Wildcat for your offense?
I thought it caught Hampton off guard, and I thought that was the biggest effect of it, is that, we'd never shown it. And then all of a sudden, boom, we in it, and we showing the Wildcat. And I thought the coaches did a great job of really getting guys prepared for being able to go from a traditional offense and also go to a Wildcat.
That Wildcat offense scored a touchdown on the very first drive, Mike. 12 plays, 75 yards. You've mentioned every time we talk during the week, when you get the football first, you want to score and set the tempo of the football game. Not the result you wanted overall, but how did that first drive spark your team?
The whole thing last week was, let's start fast, because we know what position we in, right? It's the only people going to be in the stands is people that's there to see their babies as seniors, and then some of the alumni that just love Campbell football. So you had to get the energy from starting fast and not from the crowd, the atmosphere, and all that type of stuff. And so you have to be ready for that. And that was our message all week long: start fast. And the offense did, the defense did. They got 2 stops, and then we get the ball back to the offense, and that's where you go for the kill. And we wasn't able to get it done right there in that drive. They get the ball back and then score 7 points. And now the game is back to 0-0, and now you're going to have a battle.
We mentioned Dylan Ernie throwing for nearly 200 yards. Well, half of the offense came from Jaylen Kelsey in the explosive pass game. 97 yards and almost 25 yards a catch for the junior standout receiver. Where was Jaylen Kelsey the most effective against Hampton?
Well, I think you covered it, right? It's down the field. He was able to get past some defenders and run by him. He has elite speed. And then once people back up, you see that catch, he's able to then catch the 5-yard out type situation. But, he had a couple other opportunities that he could have cashed on and really, had a couple of other touchdown situations. And so, I mean, this kid is just continuing to get better and better and better. The great thing is that the COVID year is kind of like his redshirt year. So he'll come back and he'll be a redshirt junior next year. And he needs those 2 extra years to become the player that we think he is.
Mike, you're a winner by nature in the NFL with the Carolina Panthers. This football team's been through a rough stretch trying to avoid a season-ending loss at Robert Morris. I'm curious from a mental standpoint of this football team. How have they responded on a day-to-day basis, given the fact the results have not been the way they wanted?
Well, everybody's coming back. The majority of this football team is coming back. So you got more to play for than just the last game of the season, right? You thinking about 22. You thinking about the off season. You thinking about what do you need to do to set yourself up to be successful as you move to 22. And this is the mindset. And if you're a competitor and you're a guy that wants to be the best, then every opportunity you get, you ready to play that opportunity. I was telling the guys, when I don't know what year it was, might have been my 4th season, and we was 1-15. We playing, the Oakland Raiders, and it's the end of the year, and I'm excited because I know a new coach coming in here, and he's going to watch this film. That's the film he's going to watch. So. And then I'm on the field with other guys that wasn't excited. I'm like, how can you not get excited about playing football? This is the type of mindset that we got to have as a football team. If you got more time, then you need to be excited about this opportunity about playing, at Robert Morris and strapping it up one more time in 21.
You mentioned that mindset and playing free, playing loose. There's a 5-game losing streak for this program. These players know how close they've been in multiple games. I can see the look in your face. What do you want to see from these players when they step on the field in Pittsburgh on Saturday?
Finish, right? Execution. Just finish the job that we started in the game, right? The defense called out. Finish that drive. Get us the ball back so now the offense can finish by bleeding the clock out and we win the game. This is what we got to learn, and that's tough to learn in a 5-game losing streak, which is why you don't want to get in these type of situations. And everybody's feeling it. Everybody is upset. Everybody is disappointed. But at the end of the day, this is what we created. So we 3-7, and we got an opportunity to go play Robert Morris. Let's go get this, win and come back and get ready for 22. Make the changes that you have to make. And that's the hardest thing in life to do, is to look at things that tell you how bad it is. You don't want to hear that, right? You just want to hear how good it is. But you have to be able to look at what's bad so you can make the changes to make it good again.
You mentioned that step towards 22. I do want to end 21 with this note for Senior Day. 12 seniors you honor on the field pregame, including Darian Slade, the 6th-year senior who's moved into 3rd in career tackles in Campbell football history. He had a big interception in this football game as well. Describe the emotions you felt when you watched Darian Slade play his final game here at Barkerland Stadium.
Well, the emotions that I felt with all these guys when I gave them a hug at the beginning of the game, and particularly Slade. I mean, again, he's been here 6 years and has developed every year that he's been here. But if you look at how many games he's played, he hasn't played 6 years worth of football because of injuries and things of that nature. And so he really, out of the 6 years, got a 4-year opportunity to do it. And so I'm just so proud of him and what he did and how he was able to, finish his career at Barkerland Stadium with a pick. That's a great thing.
With the amount of players that do return to this football team, over 75% of your starters will come back next year. What is the importance of this game on Saturday to build the foundation for 22?
Well, it's the importance is that you got to show your coach that you about your business and you're not going to quit. And it's a great opportunity for you to quit. Well, are you not going to do that? Are you going to come in and make sure that you do the things you need to do? And that's what we want to see. That's what we're looking forward to. And again, 75% of the team, as far as the starters, is coming back, and that's a great number. But it's from a 4-7 football team too. So we got a lot of work to do.
This team looks to improve this Saturday at Robert Morris. Final game, you can watch it on ESPN+. Mike Minter will be bundled up in his winter weather jacket. I know how much you love the cold this time of the year, but that's the case. You go up to Robert Morris stand of the year, you know what you're dealing with. So Mike Minter, keep an eye on him this Saturday. A chance for the Camels to earn a 4th win and close the season on a promising note. That's the story around here. Let's see if the Camels can do it. We'll break it down all next week on This Week in Campbell Football.
Hi, I'm Coach Mike Minter, head football coach at Campbell University. If you're looking for a new car, go check out my friends at Wilkinson, Chevrolet, Cadillac, Buick, and GMC in Sanford. Go where I go, Wilkinson in Sanford, proud supporters of Campbell Athletics.